What's going on, guys? Another video today. I'm gonna talk about team driving, and again, whatever I talk about in my videos, it's about my experience. All right, so team driving, is it still good? Is it still profitable? In my opinion, I'm doing team driving right now with my brother-in-law. The way that loads are paying right now, they're pretty cheap. Back in the day when I was doing over the road, and I'm talking about like 2014, 2015, I was doing over the road with Reisinger. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there seen that company, Reisinger. I was getting $1.30 per mile plus fuel surcharge, which was like $1.40, $1.42, and we were averaging about maybe like 6,000 miles a week, and that was a team truck. It was decent back in the day, not too bad. Still making some money, and going solo was probably the best option for myself. And the reason why going solo was better for me is just I guess privacy. More privacy. You're driving at your own pace, and you stop and eat at whatever time you want to eat, and and you're driving with the team, and you got to stop because he wants to go to the bathroom, or you got to stop because he wants to eat. So there's pros and cons with doing solo and team driving. I like both with the with the pros and cons. I can go either or, but right now, before my brother-in-law got his CDL and decided to wanted me to help him out, I was averaging about, in a good week, about 5,500 to 6,000 gross. Okay, we're talking gross. And with the company that I'm with, I'm getting a percentage. So I'm making, let's just call it 5,000 a week, by myself. Average $5,000 a week minus all the expenses that I have. Take home is going to be about 3,500 to 3,800. So now that I'm with team driving, I'm averaging the same, about 5,000 to 6,000 dollars a week, and this is with team. You would think that if you can do by yourself 6,000, you're gonna do about double, 12,000, 10,000 to the truck. I mean, you could probably do 10,000, but the way I see it, the way that I work, if I'm gonna be doing, like, I usually just run Chicago to Ohio, Chicago to Michigan, so when you're averaging about $2.50 a mile, sometimes I could even get $3 a mile loads, and that's true. So then I look at longer runs that I can do with team truck, and I'm looking at loads going from Chicago to Texas. Longer runs, you're talking about 900 to 1,000 miles plus. You're getting like $1.10, $1.30 a mile. So I'm like, to me, it makes no sense to grab these super long loads, super long drive loads, and make way less, spend more on fuel, and be further out, from home. So it makes more sense to me to just stay close, like less than 700 mile loads. Because the other day we went from Chicago to South Carolina to Georgia back up to New Jersey, and it just didn't make sense to me. So I'm just keeping it again with my Midwest, Chicago, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and the way I think it's like, a lot of these places that they're even open 24 hours, most of them, so usually we're driving 10 hours and sleeping a little bit to wait till next day so the places can open. So I don't think team driving is, in my opinion, worth it anymore, unless you're willing to, sacrifice that $1.20, $1.30 per mile and go from Chicago all the way to like Laredo, Texas, or Colorado, and that's the only way you can make $10,000-$12,000 to the truck, but you're gonna be probably spending $4,000 or $5,000 in fuel. So that makes no sense to me. Another thing too, that company that I call Reisinger, to me it's just like, man, I can't believe it. Like, Reisinger brothers, they're out of Morton Grove, and I was making, like I said, back in 2013, 14, 15, around there, they were paying me $1.30 plus fuel surcharge, which, like I said, it was $1.40, $1.42 sometimes. And the good thing about that company is that they used to pay also the tollways. I called them because I'm like, well, maybe I'll reach out to them. Maybe they, are paying a little bit better now that I have a team, because they kept us running. I can't believe that after 10 years, they still pay $1.30 plus fuel surcharge. So I'm just like, man, that's, it's just stupid crazy to me that, after 10 years, they still want to pay that amount. So this is why I just rather book my own loads. I think booking your own loads, it's the way to go. So, team driving, like I said, in my opinion, right now, the way things are, it's not worth it. So, hope you found this video informative, and if you are doing team driving and you're getting better loads, better pay, just leave it down in the comments. Let me know. Maybe I got to try with different companies, but any thoughts are helpful. Thank you guys. Stay safe out there.